Okay, so we've used some set or built-in functions, prompt and alert specifically in JavaScript, but we also have to go ahead and create some functions or teach JavaScript to do things that we will want it to do. So we will create what's called functions or methods or subroutines depending on the language, but in JavaScript they are called functions. So I'm going to go ahead and type here function. This is how we declare a function or create a function. I'm going to call it add numbers. This is a typical syntax or format. We have a verb and then a noun that are together. Now I could call that dog food if I wanted to. The name is not magical. That is just a standardized format that programmers the world over recognize. Whenever you create a function or use a function, there's always parameters, or at least a space for parameters that are passed into it. And that's this semicolon here. Now you'll recognize that from the alerts where we put in what is actually going to be alerted, or the prompt, what question is going to be asked. In this case, we're going to have it add some numbers, A and B, which are variable values, which we have not declared. We don't actually have to declare those variable values at this point. Now I'm going to go ahead and create a code block for everything that's going to happen whenever the call numbers function is declared. So delimiting there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create another variable. Now the interesting thing about this variable is it's considered a local variable, which means it's only going to exist inside of this function. I'm going to call it added total. And I'm going to have it be A plus B. Now once I get outside of this function, if I ask for whatever the added total is, nothing is going to know what I'm talking about. It only is valid inside of this function. So go ahead and say added total is my alert. Okay, now if I try to run this, nothing is going to happen. Why is that? That's basically because I've created the recipe, I've created the function, but I didn't actually call it. So nothing happens visibly until the function is called. So I'm going to say add numbers. That is my name of my function, so I'm calling it, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in whatever my values are that are passing in, whatever my arguments are. Interestingly, up here, when I'm passing information in and when I'm calling the function, it's called a parameter. Down here, when I actually have values that I'm sending in, it's called an argument. But people use arguments and parameters pretty much as the same thing, but they're not. Okay, so now I'm calling my function and I'm giving it the values, and the values are in order. Like this is A because it's first, this is B because it's second. It's an array basically, and it holds the values in the position that they show up, which is not that big of a deal now, but if we were dealing with something that was going to be affected by order of mathematical operations, it would become a way bigger deal. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run my live view, and my number is 18. Woot! And that is declaring a basic function.